KSRN has the inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use. Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird Gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending the message out to the world.
Always relaying that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org. This is the sound of a...
Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority. Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well,
KSRN has the inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use. Are you good?
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird Gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending the message out to the world.
Always relaying that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona. You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona. You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona.
What is up, Paul? Welcome back. I say welcome back because guess what? I was live, said I was live, ran everything, and then I also got a thing saying none of the stream was live at this point, and it just went live. So went to break there. Said a lot of intriguing things as we're talking about softball getting a sweep, baseball going to the TCU after, again, the tough loss to that team down south the other day on Tuesday. And also, obviously, hockey getting ready for playoffs. So, but I'll recap for you because that's what I do. And obviously the excitement for hockey, talking about that too. The excitement for hockey. Yes, the excitement for hockey. Obviously, the playoff game that is, they're getting set to play tomorrow. So that is, again, absolutely awesome postseason hockey in Mullet Arena, in the barn, as they say. And again, very, 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 very stoked. As you can see, again, look at this, solid. Got this little something different today. But nonetheless, yeah, softball swept Stetson yesterday in the doubleheader. That's where I had started with, saying obviously we'll get to the playoff hockey. But yeah, obviously a solid performance, and they won. It was, I want to say, 15-4. Oh, sorry. Well, 14-5. It was 5-2 in the first game, and then 14-5 in 5 innings in the second game. So today off, and obviously they headed over to Orlando, which those of you yesterday, and I didn't ask this yesterday, nor did I look it up because I'm not there, but I'm guessing Stetson in DeLand, Florida is not too far from Orlando. But yeah, in the first game, like I said, I recapped it for you. They won 5-2. As I recap it, they put up 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the fourth. And Stetson only scored 2 in the third, so 5-2. Mika Lape got the win. She is now 5-3. And actually, Julianne Tipton had gotten the start yesterday. She went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walk 3. And then Lape came in 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 6 Ks, no walks. And she threw 47 pitches. So, and then hitting wise, Kelsey Hall, 2 for 4 again, had 2 RBIs. Tiare Ho Ching was 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs, also scored a run. Tanya Wendell, 2 for 4 yesterday in the first game. And then Sam Swan was 1 for 3. AJ Murphy was 1 for 2. And Tequila Davis was also 1 for 2 yesterday in the first game. So 5-2 the final there. And again, they got it going in the first, where Tiare Ho Ching, like I said, had the RBI, but she homered a solo shot to left field. And yeah, the second baseman, and like she said earlier, after a game and interview, not the biggest person. I mentioned this earlier, but not the biggest person, but man, has that swing and it takes it over the fence. So she started the scoring with the home run in the first, and they got it going from there. In the second game, like I said, in 5 innings, they put up 14 runs. And yeah, they put up 8 in the first, guys. They would have 8 in the top of the first. Stetson put up 2 in the bottom of the first. ASU put up 1 in the top of the second to go up 9-2. But then in the bottom of the second, Stetson got 2 more to make it 9-4. And then nobody scored in the third. In the fourth, ASU scored 1. Stetson scored 1. So it was 10-5. And then in the top of the fifth, ASU scored 4 and making it 14-5. And Stetson didn't score. So again, that's up by over 8 after 5. Game is over. But yeah, it was, I mean, batting wise, you look at what, again, Tiare Ho Ching was 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Kelsey Hall was 2 for 4, 5 RBIs for Miss Hall and 1 run scored as, she doubled to right field in the first 8, and when they put up 8, and that scored the last 2 runs of the the 7th and 8th runs, I should say, but the last 2 runs, and then she homered in the 5th, and Tequila Davis and Grace Molitor were on base. They all scored, so yeah, hell of a game for like I said, Kelsey Hall 2 for 4, 5 RBIs, 1 run scored. Tanya Wendell was 4 for 4, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. So yeah, I mean that the experience in this lineup, just absolute money. Just again, yeah, absolute money. But Wendell 4 for 4, like I said, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Aiden Allen was 1 for 2 yesterday. She had a walk as well. In the second, it's all in the second game, by the way, but they beat Stetson handily. AJ Murphy 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 1 run scored. So yeah, I mean they hit 12 of 25 yesterday, 14 runs, 14 RBIs. Funny how that works, right? But yeah, Kelsey Hall with a double. Same thing with Tanya Wendell and Aiden Allen. Tanya Wendell also had a triple. Hall homered, and then. But pitching-wise, Cambry Krieger got the start. She went 2 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs are all earned through 49 pitches. And Julianne Tipton, who got that win, came in. She went 1 1/3, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. No strikeouts, 1 walk. And then Mika Lape closed it down 1 2/3, 1 hit, but no runs, nothing earned, 1 strikeout, no walks. So, yeah, it was but yeah, this pitching again, Cambry Krieger as a freshman, guys, I can't even begin to tell you. I can't even begin to tell you how exciting it is to see her pitch, and then, but just with the staff, I mean, Tipton, Lape, and then obviously, look, I've said this, if after the 18 strikeout game last Thursday against BYU, Kenzie Brown, I mean, who is now 9-1 on the season, or I want to say 9-1, but yeah, Kenzie Brown, I mean, if she, yeah, and she's battled through a lot, getting healthy. I mean, being injured, but just again working at it, getting healthy, and man, her stuff just becoming very, very nasty in that in the circle. And actually, she's 8-1 now, because it went 8 innings, and she started. Yeah, Kenzie Brown went 6 2/3 against BYU in the game where it went extras, and ASU won 5-4, but she gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 were earned. 8 Ks, another 8 Ks, like I said, did have 4 walks, and then Julianne Tipton came in, went 1 1/3, gave up 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, but yeah, they get the 5-4 win and take 2 of 3, win the series, like I said, over BYU, which is huge. And now they have UCF after sweeping that. So hockey-wise, though, guys, I mean, look, transitioning there. And again, I am live. I'm seeing it all now. I saw it before too. But hockey wise, as the Devils get set to play Minnesota Duluth again for the fifth and at least fifth and sixth times, maybe seventh again. Throwing it can be there. Like I said, we as much as we love hockey, we really don't want a Sunday game. So yeah, and then they would head to they have Minnesota Duluth, whiteout again tomorrow, whiteout, and I will hit this again tomorrow. Reminder, fans, you're there, wear the whiteout again, have the have a nice little whiteout with the pitchfork on the shirt, Sparky, whatever, but it's a total whiteout. And it's on NCHC TV, Fox 10 Extra, KUTP, and it's also on Fox Sports 910. But yeah, this team, guys, this year, like I said, talking about it yesterday, like what they've done in the NCHC, picked to finish 8th, and again, first year new team, and they finished 2nd. And look, they went into the second to last series with a chance to take the top spot, or at least be in control of the top spot, and then go into their last series against Omaha. Again, they split with Omaha, but they went toe-to-toe with Western Michigan, again, who won it. Very, very good team, very, very talented team, as a lot of you know. But, yeah, I mean, look, second place in the NCHC, first year in it, back in, and now hosting, obviously, the quarterfinals, which is just awesome. Against Minnesota Duluth team, and they're both familiar with this. And we had Coach Powers on. And look, I will play. We will hear from Coach Powers again tomorrow. Some people missed it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, you can go back and watch. But we will play Coach Powers' interview tomorrow and get set for the hockey game. So those of you that missed it, those of you that I get it, you're busy. We will have that. We will have that on. So I will have that for you. But yes, we'll hear from Coach Powers. But yeah, I mean, just the way he coaches team, and again, the players you bring in, and the vets they have, and look, there's some the lines, and when you're banged up, and having to mix up lines, and he's done that in his time here. And guys, that's one thing. We talk about chemistry in all sports, right? Hockey is one of those sports where, again, line mates, are huge. And yeah, you'll see in the playoffs. In the NHL playoffs, and which, again, the Stanley Cup playoffs are the best playoffs in all sports. You can hit me up. You see me, easy to reach, at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as Twitter. My IG is michael.carethino.5. The YouTube channel at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ, 005. We also are coming to you live on the Casual Sports Radio Network. As it is, go to www.ksrnaz.com. But again, at Diablo00 on X, michael.caratino.5 on the IG. You can reach me, but I'm just telling you right now, Stanley Cup playoffs are the best playoffs in all sports. And it doesn't matter if hockey doesn't have to be your favorite sport. You watch the playoffs, and it is seriously one of those that even if your team is not there, which you want them to be there, or they get eliminated, and then you're still watching, like, it's just they're the best playoffs in all sports, hands down. But that being said, with college hockey, the Frozen Four, I mean, I've always watched it growing up, and I mean, you just see it, and the teams that, but for the fact that ASU is hosting and has that chance, and what these guys have done, and I talked about it yesterday. I mean, you talk about leading the conference in blocks, which, Coach Powers has talked about. Coach Powers has talked about, like, you can't 472. And like I said, North Dakota finished with 465, which is good. And then Miami, who, again, struggled this year. Miami of Ohio couldn't win, but they blocked 422 shots, third most in the conference. Minnesota Duluth at 400, and then Colorado College 379, Western Michigan 376, Omaha 355, Denver 347, and St. Cloud State 346. So, like, again, to have to have, let's see. Three teams ASU had 100 plus more blocks than. Like, that's insane. And especially, you don't have to know a ton about hockey, but if the more you know, it's crazy. Like ASU third in saves, 927. Omaha had 1,109. So, yeah, the net was getting peppered, but St. Cloud State had 936. ASU had 927 saves, third most goalie-wise. Save percentage-wise, Omaha was first, Western Michigan second, Denver third, ASU fourth at 91 at 91.1%. Denver was right there at 92%, as was Western Michigan, and then 92.3% was Omaha. So, yeah, they're right. I mean, right there. I mean, Pavicic and Gibson Homer. I mean, a lot of Pavicic, but both of them, again, just shutting it down when they need to. So, I am very stoked for this game. Again, we will get more. I'll get more into it tomorrow as well. But yeah, individually, I mean, Ryan Kerwin led the NCHC with 23 goals. And then you got 3 from Denver in a row as to why they were so good. They went over, one of them in Western Michigan went over 20 games. And they were the only 2 in the NCHC that did. ASU right there at 19. But still, got Ryan Kerwin at 23. And then you have Sam Harris, Carter King, and Aiden Thompson at Denver at 20, 18, and 17, respectively. And then Artem Schlain came out. He's got 14 goals for Schlain. And then Colin Potter has 13. So, yeah, I mean, look, but the puck moves. And when you talk about, obviously, assists, Lucas Sillinger, 28, fourth in the conference, 28 on the season, one behind Denver's Aiden Thompson and Zev Bullum of Denver. Actually, Denver has a top 3. Jack Devine, Zev Bullum, and Aiden Thompson had 30. Well, and Devine had 38. Bullum had 30, and Thompson had 29. Again, Lucas Sillinger, 28. Noah Beck right behind him at 25. So, again, guys that can move the puck, the way they play, and battling for pucks like Coach Powers has talked about. And again, like I said, we'll hear from Coach Powers tomorrow. So put it on your calendar, those of you that missed it. Again, you can always subscribe to YouTube and watch, but even if you do, we're still going to hear from Coach Powers tomorrow, because I want to get it out to as many people. Plus, again, playoff hockey here like when I say here, but in Tempe, at Mullet Arena, at the barn. Phenomenal. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Absolute forks up to that. So, yes, but this team, and again, Pavicic is going to be in goal. So, get start, and we'll see. I mean, again, if there are any tickets left, and I will let you know tomorrow. But you can check. There was very few left as of Tuesday. Today is Thursday, so yeah, very few left. White out, wear white. It will be awesome. But also to wrap, I'll get back into more tomorrow too about Bobby Hurley obviously coming back. I don't see why he shouldn't. Yes, I know losing games at home, but the hand dealt this year, and yeah, but you definitely got to, like I said, can't spell fanatic without fan. And for all the Sun Devil hoops fanatics and Sun Devil fanatics in general, they have turned into wins. But how is the team playing? How are they battling? Undermanned, short benched, everything, kept fighting and battling. So that's what you want to see. The young guys were doing it, when they had to be out on the court. But I mean, Alston Mason, how he battled, all year, and even Adam Miller, playing through in a Big 12 tournament in that first round. And I guess they did lose to K-State, but how are they battling? So we'll get more into that tomorrow. I got some stuff for you, so we shall see. Baseball, though, like I said, they are rolling on in – no, that's the start of Big 12 play, right? Yeah, so they swept Gonzaga. And yeah, they start Big 12 play now, even though, again, the game against Arizona 3-2, it's a midweek game, doesn't count as a conference game. They did the same thing in the Pac-12. So, doesn't count as a conference game. But they are in Fort Worth taking on TCU tomorrow at 4 local time, Saturday at noon local time, Sunday at 11 local time. And it's on 1440 a.m. Tomorrow. I'll remind you of that. Then Saturday and Sunday, it's on 1060 a.m. as they are in Dallas. They're in Fort Worth to take on the Horned Frogs of TCU. Get Big 12 play rolling again, just like softball. Let's rub that mojo off. Let's get a series victory. Yes, of course, we want to sweep. And then Tuesday, USC is in the Valley, as they'll be at Phoenix Muni. But again, Big 12 play first, so we shall get to that as well. But yeah, baseball team too. I mean, you look at this pitching again. I mean, yeah. They talked about it, bringing in Jeremy Ricardo again, who's done a phenomenal job. But when